The Starfield hype has hit new highs today. I think this is absolutely incredible, and it just goes to show that a lot of people, myself included, were right all along when it comes to just how big Starfield was actually going to be and how many people were going to be interested in it. I love the fact that Microsoft started pushing stuff. We got the actual live-action Starfield trailer today. It is breathtaking, and believe me when I say that. There's also some very other interesting things that came out today, Starfield related, which I'm sure many of you out there are interested in if you're kind of waiting, like I am, to get your collector's edition, your Constellation edition, as it were. So, listen, I'm very excited. This is going to be probably the biggest year in Xbox history, or at least the biggest year that I can think of in a very, very long time. Listen, people are going to still continue to take shots at Xbox. It kind of is what it is. But at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, Microsoft has done above and beyond, and Starfield is looking like the epic, amazing game that we all thought it would be. And I think that they deserve some credit for that. I know they took the blame for Redfall, but Starfield looks like an entirely different situation, and I'm just so excited for it, and this gets me even all the more excited. By the way, if you didn't check out the live action trailer for Starfield, I suggest go check that out. Harkens back to like Gears of War, how they did that trailer, not live action, but you know what I'm saying, they did an epic Gears of War trailer. There's also, sort of reminds me of the Halo trailers from back in the day. They're going all out with this. I mean, it's pretty clear. Bethesda absolutely, and Microsoft believes in this game. That's why it's version 1.6 at launch. A normal game with that's 6 title updates. Think about that. How long does it usually take to get 6 title updates in a game? Certainly, you're not getting that at launch. So yeah, I think that this is pretty incredible to see. But other than that, there was a major leak for Starfield today, and I'm not even sure if this is still up or what the deal is, but 40 plus minutes of the game leaked, and you know what? Listen, I watched it. It was on YouTube, and somebody recorded it. They must have got the game early, apparently, and then basically what happened was they recorded it off the TV with their phone and posted it, and I gotta say, some of the absolute best looking stuff I've seen. Truly incredible. And for me personally, I feel like everybody is talking about Starfield, and I'm sure that doesn't go over well with some people, but like I said, I'm a fan. I can't wait to play this game. I want to see what Microsoft has in store for all their fans and things like that. So hopefully anyway, we'll be able to see the future very, very soon. Like I said, it's coming up. It's definitely something that is hitting sooner rather than later. But this is something to kind of get your feet wet. It's hard to say if there's any spoilers or whatever, right? Like, I get it. Like, people are very wary of spoilers. But again, while I'm not going to link it or anything like that, they published about 40-some minutes of off-screen footage from the start of the game, showing the opening gameplay section and character customization options. Multiple YouTube uploads of the footage are no longer available due to copyright claims by Bethesda and ZeniMax Studio, but the footage is also circulating on media sites such as Twitter. Now, Starfield was originally scheduled to release last November, but in May of 2022, it was delayed to the first half of 23. Bethesda announced a further delay this past March, with Starfield now set to release on September 6th or even August 31st if you have the upgrade. The publisher said the other week that Starfield has gone gold, indicated that the main development of the game is now completed, and players can now preload the title on Xbox Series X and S. Several editions of Starfield are available to pre-order as well. The $70 standard edition, which includes the base game, also available on Game Pass. The $100 digital premium edition and the $300 Constellation edition, ching ching, both come out with Starfield's first story expansion, Shattered Space, upon its release, plus up to 5 days of early access to the game itself. Both editions also include the Constellation skin pack and soundtrack and art book as digital extras. Additionally, the Constellation Edition includes a Steelbook display case, the Starfield Chromebook watch and case, and a Constellation patch. So yeah, like everything's kind of rolling out the way that, they would expect it to. And you know what? That's an exciting prospect for, I think, everybody. Like for me personally, I think, Starfield is going to be one of the biggest games of all time. And I know people look at things and they go, oh, well, what does that mean, biggest game? And they're going to jump right to sales. I think it's going to sell very well. But I think in terms of players, you're going to have just millions upon millions upon millions of players on that game. And, I think that that's going to be exactly what Microsoft needs it to be. That's exactly what Bethesda needed to be. Thankfully, Microsoft has done some incredible things with Bethesda, and they were able to, from the looks of it, get a game with probably the most polished game that they've ever released. Let's just be real. A lot of people like the little weird, funky Bethesda issues and little bugs and things like that. But I think that would not have been indicative of people actually, maybe enjoying themselves. And the reason why I say that is because Xbox is in a weird place where they can't afford to have, negative anything anymore, right? Like they can't afford to do that. So again, when you see stuff like this, it makes people very excited for the product. I can imagine people wanting to pick up an Xbox or what have you. And if you're, a PC person, then, a cool pin of rose on your nose. It's not for me per se, but I definitely can see why, people want to play the game regardless of whatever they have. And like I said, that is an exciting thing, I, for one, am very much excited to see what happens in the future with this brand and with the updates and all that kind of stuff, because it's not every day that we get these type of games. Like, if we're just honest about it, okay? And let's all just be honest for 1 second. I don't care if you're a PlayStation fan, Xbox fan, whatever. You have to be able to say that Xbox finally has that big game that they've been needing, right? Like I don't think they really had that big game last generation. I mean, you could maybe make an argument for Titanfall had they been able to lock that down. But with this, I feel like, they finally have that big thing, that big weapon, that thing that they absolutely need. And, for me personally, I think that is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to hear what each and every one of you think about this, though. Are you guys getting Starfield? Which version of the game are you getting? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you guys do watch the channel, or if you're new to the channel, whatever, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. It would help out tremendously. And maybe even possibly consider, liking the video. Those are always good too. Getting some likes for the hard-earned work, putting in some of this videos together and stuff after work, sometimes before work. It just really kind of depends. But, it's still, I'm trying here. So let me know what you all think. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. Crap gamer out.